Feeling your man drift away? Discover the one powerful trick to create magnetic attraction and pull him back. In the roller coaster of relationships, there often comes a phase when one partner starts to pull away. This distancing can feel unsettling, leaving you confused, anxious, and questioning what went wrong. Whether it's due to stress, fear of commitment, or personal issues, understanding this shift is essential for maintaining the connection and intimacy that can sometimes wane. Fortunately, there's a psychological trick you can employ to reconnect with him effectively. This article will delve into the underlying reasons why men pull away, how to recognize the signs, and the powerful psychological trick to help not just bring him back but also strengthen the bond you share. By encompassing emotional intelligence and strategic communication, you can implement this technique to foster a deeper, more meaningful relationship. Understanding why he's pulling away. Before we delve into the psychological trick, it's crucial to understand why men pull away in the first place. This phase often brings about feelings of frustration and hurt, but knowledge is power. By understanding the typical reasons for this behavior, you can approach the situation with empathy and insight. 1. Fear of commitment. One of the most common reasons men withdraw is a fear of commitment. As relationships become more serious, the thought of losing their independence or facing vulnerability can overwhelm some men. This fear may stem from past experiences, societal pressure, or a general hesitation to engage deeply with someone emotionally. 2. Stress and external pressures. Sometimes the cause of withdrawal has little to do with the relationship itself. External factors such as work stress, financial issues, or family problems can create a mental overload. When overwhelmed, some individuals retreat into themselves to manage their difficulties, inadvertently distancing themselves from their partners. 3. Personal reflection and growth. Men, like women, often need time for personal development and self-reflection. During significant changes in his life, he may need to take a step back to re-evaluate his priorities, which can cause temporary emotional withdrawal from the relationship. 4. Compatibility concerns. If your partner is starting to question the long-term compatibility of the relationship, he may initiate distance to assess feelings and make space for personal insights. This contemplation can be a natural part of dating, even without any major problems. 5. Communication breakdown. Communication is crucial in any relationship. If he feels misunderstood or if communication patterns have shifted, he may withdraw. Miscommunication can lead to feelings of disconnectedness, prompting him to pull away subtly. Recognizing the signs he's pulling away. Identifying that he is pulling away is the first step to addressing the issue effectively. Here are some common signs that indicate he may be drifting. Reduced communication. Once frequent texts, calls, or conversations may have lessened, or he may take longer to respond. Less emotional openness. He becomes more reserved about his feelings, sharing less about his day or thoughts. Changing priorities. You may notice him prioritizing other activities or people over spending time with you. Avoiding discussions about the future. If discussions about the future elicit avoidance or defensiveness, it could indicate apprehension or disengagement. Diminished affection. A noticeable decrease in physical affection, such as hugs, kisses, or intimacy, can signal emotional distancing. Recognizing these signs early on can empower you to take action before it leads to a more significant rift in your relationship. The psychological trick, creating space for connection. Now that we understand the reasons behind his withdrawal and can identify the signs, let's explore the one powerful trick you can employ to help him feel more connected to you. This technique is rooted in the psychology of empathy and emotional connection, the mirroring and space technique. The mirroring and space technique explained. The mirroring and space technique involves two key components that create a magnetic pull back towards you while allowing him the emotional space he may need. Mirroring. This involves reflecting back his feelings, words, and body language. When we demonstrate empathy and understanding, people often feel more connected and validated. Mirroring involves listening actively. Engage in what he says without interruption. Listening offers him a safe space to express himself. Reflecting feelings. Use phrases like, "I can see that this is really bothering you," or "It sounds like you're feeling overwhelmed." This shows that you understand and care about his emotional state. Body language. Subtly mirror his posture or gestures during conversations. This creates a subconscious connection that can foster a sense of intimacy. Creating space. After engaging in the mirroring aspect, give him the emotional space he needs. This doesn't mean cutting off communication entirely, but rather allowing him the freedom to step back and process his feelings without pressure. Key points include: avoid pressure. Refrain from bombarding him with messages or questions about your relationship status. This can feel suffocating during times of withdrawal. Engage in activities independently. Focusing on your passions or hobbies can be beneficial. Show him that you are a well-rounded individual whose happiness doesn't solely rely on the relationship. Communicate your understanding. Let him know, gently, that you're there when he's ready but respect his need for space. This can reassure him that you'll support him without pushing for immediate closeness. Implementing the technique. Let's explore step by step how to implement the mirroring and space technique effectively. Step 1. Open the conversation. Find a relaxed moment to talk. Approach him when he seems receptive, such as during calm times at home or on a quiet walk. Start by asking open-ended questions to encourage him to share what's been on his mind. For example, "Hey, I've noticed you've seemed a bit distant lately. Is everything okay?" Step 2. Practice active listening. As he shares, prioritize listening over formulating responses. Reflect back to him what you hear and acknowledge his feelings. Use phrases like, "That sounds really tough," or "I can see why you'd feel that way." Validating his emotions creates trust and safety. Step 3. Mirror body language. While speaking, subtly mirror his body language. If he leans in or uses hand gestures, follow suit. This subconscious mimicry fosters a sense of connection. Step 4. Allow room for vulnerability. Encourage him to share more by being vulnerable yourself. Share your feelings honestly without overwhelming him. Make balanced statements like, "I care about you, and it worries me when you pull away." Step 5. Introduce space gently. Mention that you understand if he needs time alone. "I get that life is stressful, and it's okay if you need some time. I'm here for you when you're ready." Use this space to engage in activities that bring you joy. Invest time in hobbies, friendships, and self-care, showing him that you are also thriving individually. Step 6. Keep the door open. After some time, reach out with light, friendly check-ins. Being present without pressure reinforces your support and availability. When he responds positively, gently reintroduce deeper conversations. Use moments of connection to nurture intimacy further. The benefits of the mirroring and space technique. Builds trust. By reflecting his feelings and giving space, you demonstrate emotional intelligence and respect for his emotions, building a solid foundation of trust. Enhances connection. Mirroring can create a deeper bond that may strengthen attraction, as he feels understood and appreciated. Fosters independence. Allowing space emphasizes that you are not overly attached and promotes a sense of freedom that many men subconsciously crave. Other psychological tips to keep in mind. While the mirroring and space technique is powerful, it's beneficial to complement it with other supportive strategies that can enhance your connection and intimacy. 1. Maintain a positive attitude. Negativity can drive people further away. Focus on positivity in your interactions, promoting uplifting conversations and shared laughter. Being a source of joy makes you memorable and desirable. 2. Be supportive of his interests. Encourage him to pursue his hobbies and interests. Supporting his passions shows that you respect his individuality and reinforces your bond, making it easier for him to want to share his life with you. 3. Reflect on your own growth. Consider using this time apart for personal growth. Engage in self-care activities, enroll in classes, or embark on new adventures. When you show that you value your own development, it can attract him back as he realizes the vibrant, independent person you are. 4. Communicate openly. When he starts opening up again, continue to communicate openly about your feelings and needs. Clear communication maintains emotional intimacy and helps eliminate misunderstandings in the future. 5. Revisit relationship goals. As you reconnect, explore each other's goals for the relationship. Discuss mutual desires and aspirations, creating a shared vision that fosters unity and purpose in your partnership. When it might be time to let go. While the mirroring and space technique can work wonders, it's essential to recognize when certain dynamics may not be resolving positively. Here are some indicators that it might be time to reassess the relationship. Continued emotional distance. If he remains emotionally unavailable despite your efforts, consider whether the relationship is serving both of your needs. You're always initiating contact. Healthy relationships rely on balance. If you find yourself consistently pursuing him without reciprocal effort, it may be a sign of unreciprocated feelings. Lack of growth or change. If he continues to withdraw and show no signs of wanting to communicate or progress, it might indicate a deeper incompatibility. Persistent unhappiness. If the relationship becomes more emotionally draining than fulfilling, consider the impact on your well-being. In these situations, it's essential to prioritize your emotional health. Sometimes love means recognizing when it's best for both partners to grow apart. Experiencing a partner pulling away can be emotionally challenging, but understanding the underlying factors and employing effective psychological techniques can empower you to rekindle that connection. The mirroring and space technique, complemented by a focus on personal growth, emotional intelligence, and positive communication, can create a loving environment that invites him to return. Remember, healthy relationships thrive on mutual respect, open communication, and authentic connection. By embracing these principles, you can navigate the ups and downs of your relationship with grace and confidence. Whether you're overcoming challenges, deepening your emotional bond, or simply finding your way back to each other, the journey of love is about growth, understanding, and meaningful connection. As you implement these strategies, you'll not only draw him back to you but also create a more profound and lasting relationship that can withstand the challenges life may bring.